Good morning. I was thinking about the church generally in the UK and how we need to get more people, younger people and families into churches. Obviously, if people have been there for years, they sometimes find this difficult. But unless you grow a church, what happens when people aren't there anymore? I mean, I have a lot of problems. I'm coming up for 67, but anything could happen to me. We can't always say, oh, I'm going to go on forever, because you can't. Nobody can. And it is very important to have growth in a church, to get young families and children to build up from there, which doesn't always, how shall we say, the usual older congregation may not like this, but we all have to admit that, as I say, we can't go on forever. And if you have health issues, as I have, even though I'm not as old as some of them, I can do quite a bit less than somebody in their 80s. I have to be upfront about that and accept it and do what I can. So it is a difficult topic when people have been there for years and want to do their thing that's their own way, but unless you change and adapt to change, you cannot grow. I suppose it's really, what do you want? I mean, the thing is, the less people there are, the less there are to give as well to maintain the church. It does rely, all churches, especially the Anglican Church, on gifts from people, because the repairs and everything take so much money, and they don't get so much help from the government anymore with things like that for grants. A lot of churches are very old and in need of lots of repair. So let's all just try and look forward to the future and welcoming new people in. They may not necessarily be the people you want to come in, but if God wants them there, they're likely to stay there. So we all have to accept who rocks up this week. We can't just get the people in that we want, nice middle class people, because God wants everyone to be saved, not just a certain category or age group in the UK. And it's coming to terms with that, really. So all I would say is the old have to meet the young for it to work. In a fellowship, a church, whatever way you like to call it, you both have to come together and welcome each other. If you can't, you've always got problems, you've always got squabbling. And that doesn't really help anybody. Thank you.